Well, hello there, Retro PC Durham. Chris here. We got another video. We got another tower. Yeah, another, I believe, an Intel rebuild here. So, older case, a little bit not too worse for wear, but it's seen its days. Big old clunky power button. Still has a reset switch, which kind of shows a little bit of the dating on there. I've got a DVD burner in here, and then the top slot here is actually, I believe, empty. It's got one of these like case covered slide holes here, but there's no drive actually installed up at the top part. It's just the one down at the bottom. Flip around to the back and we'll take a look at our rear projector view here. Power supply. Apparently someone needed to know that this is where the keyboard goes. Older motherboard, you can tell from the legacy plugs there. And then we've got a graphics card. I'm going to unscrew these two right here, and we'll take off the side panel and take a quick look inside at the guts of this beautiful old computer. And just spin back around here. We'll move the light. And yeah, we can still see that, can't we? Yes, we can. Beautiful. So we've got a Cooler Master 460 watt power supply in this machine. We've got a Gigabyte GA-G31M-ES2L. And this is, I believe, an LGA 775. I'm pretty sure it is. DDR2 memory, so we got 4 gigs, two 2 gig sticks in here. 8800 GTS. I managed to come into a pair of these machines from a donation, so these cards have been put into a couple of computers now. And then I've got a 2.5 inch hard drive here for our storage on the machine. So pretty clean, I think. I think a pretty clean design. It's pretty smooth, pretty clean, pretty light. Everything looks nice here, nice and smooth. Cable management is what it is with a case of this design, with the older components as well. Installing a floppy drive with the ribbon for that is always a challenge. But there it is. There's our computer all hooked up. So I'm going to get this plugged in on the bench here, and we'll do our boot test. Good? You like that? Okay, let's do it. All right, it's boot test time. Let me reach over here and big power button. Yes, it's alive. Power button has a little bit of a blue glow behind it. Our screen is starting. We got an award BIOS there. Windows will now perform its boot tasks, and we will get in there. Not bad in terms of boot time. Again, older hard drive, older system, not doing too terribly. All right, let's get a little bit closer to this screen here so we can take a look at our hardware info specs. Hardware info is a great little utility I like to install whenever I'm loading up a machine to get, just to make sure that the hardware specifications that I think I've put together are real and there aren't any glaring errors or issues. So everything checks out here. Specs wise, we got this Gigabyte G31M-ES2L board, and we've got a quad core, so an Intel Core 2 Quad Q8400 processor. This is a 4-core, 4-thread, 2 to 2.6 gigahertz processor, so really good performance out of that. Graphics wise, as I mentioned when we opened things up, we have that 8800 GTS GPU in there, a great NVIDIA graphics adapter, one of the best retro GPUs that I can think of for like older, if you want a really powerful XP GPU. Memory wise, we've got a pair of 2 gig Kingston memory DIMMs, DDR2 obviously, And then storage, we've got a DVD RAM drive and that 500 gig HGST laptop style hard drive, which, you know, seemed to boot up pretty good. All in all, pretty decent. The specs that, you know, I would hope you see whenever you watch most of these videos, this is the kind of range that I'm looking for, right? 4 gig of RAM, GPU, so we're not using system memory for graphics, a hard drive, like a spinny disk hard drive, ideally SATA based, right? And then a dual core or quad core processor. Quad core obviously better than dual core, but in this age range of the Core 2 Duo and Core 2 Quad series machines in that LGA 775, or, you know, an AMD equivalent AM2, AM3 based machine. Yeah, so let's take a look at how Crabwave runs. I'm expecting we're going to get some good performance out of this. 720p Crabwave. Not a single dropped frame in the first few seconds. I'm gonna stop right here, and we're gonna up this. We're gonna go 1080p. We're gonna go FHD. Forget about HD. We want the F in front of that HD. So let's get this restarted. I'm gonna let it rebuffer for a couple of seconds, and then we'll start up and see how well she runs. Here we go. So we're dropping some frames at the start. That could just be from not letting it buffer up. So there you go. We dropped 25 frames there as it buffered up, and now we're running. And I'm not seeing any additional drop frames. So this is great. This is great. 1080p streaming on YouTube on a Core 2 Quad Q8400 processor with a 8800 GTS GPU and 4 gig of RAM. An old computer, and still able to handle this today. This is great. This is perfect. I'm so happy with how this machine turned out, and whoever gets this donation, I hope is going to be really happy with it as well. And I hope you are happy because you watched this video and it made you happy, and that makes me happy, and we're all happy. And I also hope, as always, that you're staying safe and healthy, and we will catch you in the next one.